The story I'm about to share with you guys, it happens back in 2007, 2008. My mom and my stepdad, they used to be pastors in Cuba, where I am from, and they were being persecuted by the government. My mom and stepdad and me and my brother, we were being abused by Cuban government, Cuban communist government, and we applied for a program in the USA Embassy back on those years where we were be able to present proof that we were being persecuted, and they granted us visa to come here. So when we presented the proof that the Cuban government was about to kill us and our life was in danger in Cuba because we love Jesus and we want to spread the gospel, we want to be the church that Jesus wants us to be, the Cuban government doesn't allow that. So they start a very cruel persecution against us where we feel that our life were in danger. So we decided to flee to this country, and I bless this country for that every single day. But I was in a military age. That means that when you are in Cuba between 15 and 17 years old and you get out of high school, you're supposed to go to the military, to the army. And that's a law in Cuba that you have to go. There is not like an option. This is a mandatory thing. You have to go. So when my dad and my stepdad got the visa from USA government to come here for the persecution we used to have, that was a big war right there, because I shouldn't be here in this country. I shouldn't stay in there and serve 2 years in the army before I was granted to come here. But I knew that if I would stay, they will either kill me or not let me come here. So that was a journey that I have with God. I have to pray, I have to fast, and I have to break through Jesus' room. I have to just pray for it. And the testimony I'm about to share with you guys is what God did with my case. A case that before men's is impossible to do. And I want to share this with you guys because I want you to believe that the God we serve is a powerful God that doesn't have any limit at all. In order to me to come here, I needed to have a letter directly from Fidel or Raul or any high army members in Cuba that say that I was free to come to USA without being 2 years in the army. So that was kind of impossible for me. Like, we were coming through a program that is saying that Cuba government abuse human rights and abuse pastors that praise Jesus' gospel. So there will be no way that they will be granted me come to this country through this letter. So the time passed. I continue praying. I continue doing my part as a Christian, praying and fasting and paying the price for it. So I was kind of getting to the point where I get discouraged a little bit, where I'm like, I don't think this is gonna be an option for me to flee with my family to USA. So one day I was sitting in the porch of my house, and I'm sitting there, and I'm seeing this military person coming towards me with papers in the hands. So this person entered to the house where I was living in, and crying. This person say, "Here are your letter. You all are free to go." So in that moment, I didn't know who this person is. Until today, I don't know who this person is. All that I can tell you is that I have this letter in my hand, signed directly from Fidel Castro, saying that I was able and I was free to flee with my family to this awesome country. So here's a question now. What is impossible for God? If you think about it, I mean, a letter from Fidel, that's impossible. But I have it. I have it in my hands. I was able to jump into a plane and came to this country legally. And I'm really grateful for God for that. So at the end, I want to share you guys that there is nothing impossible to God. I know we are living in certain moments, in certain times right now, but there is nothing impossible to God, and I am a proof of it. So thank you guys for hearing me out. God bless you. Don't drop the towel yet. Continue fighting. And I am David Arrieta, Church Anywhere.